to our school director, Dr. Edna Gonzalez, our assistant to the school director and school principal, Mr. Florante M. Miranda, our director of curriculum, supervision, and innovation, Maria Edna Soledad Gonzalez Blanca Flor, our grade school and senior high school coordinator, Rosalia Hilda R. Caligdan, our high school supervisor, Jerva Absin Bernardo, our respective teacher leaders, Mrs. Susana D. Caligdan, Miss Melanie D. De Guzman, Mrs. Marites A. Cayabyab, and yours truly, Mrs. Josephine R. Pagador, members of the faculty and staff, our graduates, parents, grandparents, guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to Ednas School's third virtual grade school commencement exercises with the theme, Ednas Rise Up, Overcoming Global Challenges with Remarkable Courage and Resiliency.
The COVID-19 pandemic is one of the most threatening challenges this world has faced in our lifetime. But we Ednasians believe that God continues to be a big part of every story we have, especially for the past 2 years. From the time we experience lockdowns to the time that we have our newly elected leaders, that we must never give up hope when faced with adversity and conflict. Indeed, God speaks to us in many wondrous ways. And so we offer all of these to our graduates to fill their hearts with joy, peace, and hope that will transcend to every human being. Let us begin with an invocation when you believe. This will be followed immediately by the Philippine National Anthem.
Many nights we've prayed with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts a hopeful song we barely understood. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to cure. Who knows what miracles you can achieve? When you believe, somehow you will. You will when you believe. In this time of fear, when prayer so often proved in vain, hope seemed like a summer bird too swiftly flown away. Yet now I'm standing here with heart so full I can't explain, seeking faith and speaking words I never thought I'd say. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard
May we call in Donica Moyano Ida Casin to spread the red carpet with her welcome address.
I don't run away from a challenge because I'm afraid. Instead, I run towards it because the only way to escape fear is to trample it beneath your foot. Truly, I am deeply motivated by these words of Nadia Comaneci, a famous 5-time Olympic gold medalist gymnast who had to face many obstacles but was able to conquer her fear. Welcome, dear parents and guardians, teachers, and fellow Ednasians, to the new chapter of our lives. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to be with you here this afternoon. This school year's theme, Overcoming Global Challenges with Remarkable Courage and Resiliency, explains that we all have had our fair share of challenges and difficulties this school year, not to mention our struggles with the pandemic. Changing how we study and do everything online isn't something that we're used to. We had to adjust how to study using a personal computer, and a few problems are bound to happen along the way. Learning and studying in the comfort of my home is a problem by itself. Distractions and avoidable technical difficulties are some of the things we had to endure. But seeing my batchmates succeed and our hard work bear fruit cancels that out. Working as one, whether it be in a group or the whole class, helped us complete projects and culminating activities. All our efforts and hard work pay off after every activity, knowing that we did our best as a team. I love seeing my classmates cooperate and give their all, and I hope that we will stick together until the end of our academic journey, regardless of our beliefs, principles, and choices we make. We thank you, the school administration, faculty, and staff, for helping us face these challenges and providing us with a good quality of education. We learned so much that we knew how to conquer our fear of facing global challenges with remarkable courage for our future. To our supportive parents, relatives, and guardians, thank you for your never-ending love and care. And to my fellow graduates and friends who have encountered difficulties, tried, failed, struggled, and procrastinated, you are not alone. We are here to commemorate ourselves for doing a job well done. Though we didn't have the chance to have a face-to-face graduation rites, we are still here, beaming with pride, honor, and dignity, watching this virtual graduation of ours. Lastly, our most profound gratitude to God Almighty, who makes everything possible for us, if we just believe and act on our prayers. On behalf of the Ednas School Administration, faculty and staff, and the whole community, we welcome everyone in the 48th commencement exercises of the Grade School Department, school year 2021 to 2022. Congratulations, graduates! A blessed evening to everyone.
Katy Perry's Firework Orchestral version is this year's Processional for Grade School Batch 2022. The song was regarded as empowering, full of real people discovering their inner beauty and stepping out loudly and proudly, no matter what other people may say. Let us welcome and celebrate the commencement exercises of the members of the grade school graduating class, school year 2021-2022. Ladies and gentlemen, the Processional.
The colors.
The administration.
The members of the faculty
and staff.
Our school principal, Florante M. Miranda, will now present the candidates for graduation, after which Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez, our school director, will give her acceptance and confirmation.
Madam Director, Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez, we have the honor of presenting these 48 pupils, 23 boys and 25 girls. We have satisfied all the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education of the Republic of the Philippines for the completion of the 6-year General Elementary course. I, the school principal, and the members of the faculty recommend that to them be awarded the elementary diploma. I have also the honor, Madam Director, to submit this list of the candidates for graduation for proper action and future references.
By virtue of the power vested in me by the Department of Education of the Republic of the Philippines, and through the recommendation of the principal and the members of the faculty of the grade school department, do hereby declare you graduates and grant you this diploma with all the rights thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
We have the honor to present to you the graduating class of 6 Ivory Ednas School Dagupan School Year 2021-2022. Prince John Carl Balauza E. Palma, Vicente Albert VII Bernardo E. Balingit, Luke Carlisle Kuya E. Pangan, Fred Sidney Episcope E. Barbiran, Jamil Espinoza E. Paraino, Zic Xavier Ganaban E. Torres, Mark Vincent Montoya E. Lee, Harold Munoz E. Penero, Nathan Kian Paul Perez E. Corame, Inigo Manuel Shapno E. Sudari, Karamvir Suhal E. Singh, Jared Troy Tambawan E. Valencia, Jessere Tandok E. Angeles, Neola Ishi Adra Arenas E. Pataksil, Micaela Gail Del Valle, Kirsten Carly Illyria E. Guevara, Glyca Fiona Frianeza E. Aquino, Ashley Gonzalez E. Salindong, Sohanpreet Kaur, Kelly Trisha Melchor E. Bangawil, Micah Janelle Nerias E. La Rosa, Zidrian Oviedo E. Dacuro, Jillian Marie Paraino E. Santos, Jessica Santos E. Narang. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the graduates of 6 Ivory Ednas School Dagupan School Year 2021-2022. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present to you the graduating class of 6 Ruby Ednas School Dagupan School Year 2021-2022. Joffrey Aidan Abanil E. Rosario, Ethan Joseph Cardozo E. Fernandez, Chester Luis Cayabyab E. Bunoan, Jared Anthony Chia E. Sentim, Justin Xavier Du E. De La Cruz, Von Lawrence Macanlalay E. Official, Vincent Mateo Mamorno E. Soriano, Yusef Cedric Mainigo E. Estrada, Marcus Paul Precioso E. Guadis, Jomer Velasco E. Ulanday, Hannah Zelena Agasita E. Arenas, Liana Rose Agra E. Ryan, Avery Daniela Arzadon E. Sabido, Brianna Benito E. Palaylay, Chloe Andrea Caranto E. Orculio, Eliza Julian Kasongsong E. De Vera, Sanjita Dawal, Nara K. Evangelista E. Gapus, Isabella Kirsten Anika Fernandez E. Inzon, Elaine Guarin E. Cayabyal, Sabina Alexi Macalanda E. Rosales, Jeff Alexis Mendoza E. Agbuya, Donica Moyano E. Dacasin, Lorene Angela Mulato E. Calianta. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the graduates of 6th B Ednas School Dagupan School Year 2021-2022. Congratulations! Our Director of Curriculum, Supervision, and Innovation, Maria Edna Soledad Gonzalez Blancaflor, will deliver her inspirational message.
In the midst of a divisive and heart-wrenching political campaign and elections, the Ednas group of schools carried on its daily classes and activities. Days were filled with synchronous and asynchronous lessons, written and oral exams, project-based learning exhibitions, co- and extracurricular projects, virtual student learning conferences, and many more enriching pursuits. Before we knew it, summer and the rains arrived. And just like the change in season, a change in government is soon to commence. I learned from my mother, Edna Torrio Gonzalez, founder of the Edna School, that the only permanent thing in this world is change. This change is not a kind of mere substitution of one thing for another, or an act of instance of making or becoming different, or an alteration or modification. It is the kind of change that innovates, converts, and transforms. It is a change of attitude, emotion, or viewpoint. It is that movement and process from one of indifference, disbelief, or antagonism to one of acceptance, faith, or enthusiastic support. It is one that leads to a transformation in character, form, or function. In a deeper sense, it is even one that heals, cleanses, and purifies. The Edna School has gone through more than 55 years of tremendous change. Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez has grown an institution from a small class of 35 to 3 innovative, progressive, and transformative campuses. She poured her heart, sweat, and blood into planting, pruning, and shaping her school. She and the Edna School have weathered beautiful fair skies and howling storms. There were kind days and more harsh, heartbreaking, even brutal seasons. As Mom would always say, all my life I burned my midnight candle, and the experiences I've gained came with great humility. This is a lesson the current school leadership, faculty, and staff take to heart. The Edna School is Edna's love. It is her rose. Dear graduates and honorees, to be significant in this world, it is how much time and effort one invests in caring for what is important that holds true. In your case, these are your studies, your interests and desires, your hopes and dreams, your friendships and bondings, your loves. It is a time you spent and will spend on things, both material and non-material, interior and exterior, seen and unseen, both revealed and still unrevealed, that will define your growth and transformation, your change. These are the roses of your life. And just like the fox and the little prince who said, "It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye." Our eyes can be quite remarkable in their ability to recognize things where they should be. However, using only our eyes to keep up with all the happenings around us can be quite overwhelming, just like the events in school, in our family, in our community, and in our country. Only the heart can see clearly, because the eyes can miss what is important, what is essential. Dedicating your life to something makes that something important. Just like the little prince, dedicating his time to his rose makes his rose important, and in turn transforms his life to becoming more significant. And sometimes, if not most times, people forget this. And so the fox continued, "But you mustn't forget it. You are responsible for what you have tamed. We are forever responsible for what we have tamed, what we have loved, our roses in life." And so, as our country and nation face new transitions, so does the Ednas group of schools. Despite the pandemic, Ednas was conferred top awards in academics and pre-accreditation. In March of this year, the Ednas School Dagupan received the Math Achievement Award by Scholastic for winning the top award in the 2022 Prime Mathematics Olympiad and was one of the top 5 scorers out of 16 participating schools nationwide. And in May 2022, out of 12 participating finalists from all over the country, the Ednas School Dagupan was one of the 3 outstanding Bawat Paaralan Edukampiyon BPE Pioneer Awardees, while the Ednas School Alaminos was one of the finalists. The BPE Continuum is a whole school approach to ensure that every child in each school is a Filipino whole learner, healthy, safe, engaged, supported, challenged, and values-oriented. It aims to cultivate a whole Filipino of this nation and of the world. Our duty and responsibility remain steadfast, and with courage and faith, continue to thrive in the process and journey of change and transformation. Like life and love, a rose can overcome difficulty and eventually find inner harmony, union, and true joy. Its growth and bloom change depending on the way it is planted, grafted, and pruned. And from one season to another, a rose's color may change too, from a blushing to a rainbow into a sunny knockout rose. And so will the Ednas group of schools remain as a rose of Edna, and all of its pupils, students, and alumni, all of you are Edna's roses. The Edna School will forever be responsible for what it has loved. With this, my prayer for you is that you seek and find God, love and serve Him in all things. Be that rose He created. Be roses for each other. Only then will the heart of Edna live on.
Wag kang mabahala, ikaw ay mahalaga, hindi kita pababayaan. Haan ka nga sa balid ay to'y kumatipat-pat siyam nga sikati pili inaldaw. Igalaman ko akang kaya, alaman ko ang hindi, nalaman ko ang kaministiran para makasirbi. Maintras mi kaayatan, maintras mi gagma, sanag ang magadaag. At hindi ko may papangako ang kulay rosas na mundo para sa'yo, at hindi ko may ilawan ang lahat ng anino. Pero sisikapin ko at hindi ako magpapahinga hanggat hindi mo pa magawang muling ipagmalaki na ika'y isang Pilipino. Ayaw kahadin kay kauban sa pakigbisog, magkuyog ta upukaw sa nasud. Balukeying agyuko, balukeying ali, balukeying mirapat parami kapagsilbi, hanggang ating mayap, hanggang ating pamaglugod, hing sa lalaging manyambut. At hindi ko may papangako ang kulay rosas na mundo para sa'yo, at hindi ko may ilawan ang lahat ng anino. Pero sisikapin ko at hindi ako magpapahinga hanggat hindi mo pa magawang muling ipagmalaki na ika'y isang Pilipino. Sa pusom ya'y labay na pag Pilipinon makpal, tanon alagay lamet. Pilipinon maksil so panagtalindag, antam so dugatan antoy twa. Samahan mo ako. At hindi ko may papangako ang kulay rosas na mundo para sa'yo, at hindi ko may ilawan ang lahat ng anino. Pero sisikapin ko at hindi ako magpapahinga hanggat hindi mo pa magawang muling ipagmalaki na ika'y isang matatag at matapang at mabuti at mapagmahal na Pilipino. Pilipino, Pilipino.
The pandemic proved no hindrance for Ednas School in clinching the top spot as one of the 3 winning schools in the recently concluded Bawat Paaralan Edukampiyon BPE Continuum Congress 2022, which was virtually hosted by Rex Edukampiyon team, held last May 20, 2022. To further elaborate about the Bawat Paaralan Edukampiyon, let's listen to Mrs. Susana D. Caligdan and Mrs. Josephine R. Pagador, teacher leaders in the grade school department.
The Bawat Paaralan Edukampiyon Continuum is a whole school approach to ensure that every child in every school is a Filipino whole learner, healthy, safe, engaged, supported, challenged, and values-oriented. The BPE Continuum was developed by Rex Education in partnership with Dr. Jerome T. Buenviaje, Dean of the UP College of Education, and Dr. Joel C. Javiñar, also of the UP College of Education. Rex Education Chief Executive Officer Don Timothy Buhain said that it is no longer enough that our children are in school. They should also be healthy and safe. It is no longer enough that they are taught. They should be engaged, supported, and challenged. It is no longer enough that we go about our traditional fair share of work. We need to consciously champion education. At every stage of development, the program was also enriched and reviewed by an esteemed panel of educators. Dr. Dina Ocampo of the UP College of Education, Rita Atienza of the Ateneo Science and Art of Learning and Teaching Institute, Dr. Philomena Dayagbil of the Cebu Normal University, and Dr. Edison Fermin of the National Teachers College.
The BPE Continuum main document is a matrix of benchmarks along 7 domains: school, culture and climate, leadership and responsibility, curriculum and assessment, teaching and learning, learning environment, professional development, and school and family and community. These domains correspond to the areas of improvement identified by the Department of Education. It also ensures that every school is committed to the task of molding students in a good learning environment, promoting learner-centered education, and upholding the global standards required in the 21st century. While the BPE is not an accreditation system, it prepares and equips a school for any type of accreditation. Also, according to Sir Buhain, BPE is not about sanction and rewards like other accreditation. What should drive a school to implement the BPE is the desire to improve itself and to maximize its capacities for the benefit of its students.
It is with pride and honor to present to you the audio-visual presentations of Ednas School Dagupan's journey as BPE Outstanding Pioneer Awardee 2022 and Ednas School Alaminas as one of the 12 finalists.
Ednas School Dagupan's Reach and Grit program fortifies its curriculum, assessment, and instruction to meet the demands of online distance learning. One of the most impactful ways to verify if our school policies and programs are aligned with the whole child tenets is by joining the Bawat Paaralan Edukampiyon Continuum. It is the core principle, which is learner-centeredness, that prompted us to join and be a part of its advocacy. We came up with the 6 facets because we feel the need to reassess and calibrate our existing programs and policies. The internal stakeholders are the seasoned teachers, while external stakeholders are those who are committed to undertake the journey. A virtual orientation on the BPE Continuum Implementation Kit, which contains the individual commitment form, was planned and presented, followed by a series of virtual sessions to accomplish the Bawat Paaralan Edukampiyon timetable and school assessment tool for improvement, or SAT. Each facet formed a chat room for communication. We utilized the BPE SATI to conduct an actual assessment to complete the school evaluation. Based on the 7 components and indicators, each team deliberately and critically rates the given facet. To ensure the accuracy of each player's rating, each indicator provides documents that validate our assessment, whether it's directly relevant to the learner or at the school level. The results of the BPE SATI show that we should focus on the healthy facet in this time of pandemic to achieve the goal of championing each child. The scoring was tedious as more evidence should be gathered. Meetings are also occasionally postponed due to low participation. All 6 assessment teams have been merged into one action group and designed an intervention that addressed the objectives, time-bound for testing, economical, and sustainable. We decided to amplify and restructure the homeroom program in collaboration with the guidance program.
Hi, I'm Don. In our homeroom class, we are taught how to strengthen our values, how to be kind and respectful, and maintain a healthy body image by washing your hands thoroughly, taking vitamins daily, and eating healthy foods, especially in this time of pandemic.
It incorporates mental health education to support the well-being of our learners. The homeroom program follows a thematic approach such as digital citizenship, social-emotional learning, and gamified activities. Other interventions are incorporated in co-curricular activities such as attending webinars on topical subjects for our students, instructors, and staff, spearheaded by the agencies our school is affiliated. The conduct of recollections, pep weeks, pamaskong handog, and club meetings is intensified to edify their physical, mental, and spiritual aspects, social and moral obligations. The sports club initiated e-games for health break to our learners. Moreover, to keep our community abreast of the school's events, we continue the publication of our e-paper, The Breakthrough and The Torch. Roadblocks along the way are inevitable in ODL modality. Time management, negotiation, flexibility, and teamwork helped us to make it through. The reflections, feedbacks, and the result of our learners' academic performances indicated that the intervention really worked. We were able to deliver our best practices and revive the organization of clubs. Values such as negotiation, empathy, leadership, and other soft skills were highlighted. Joining the BPEC implementation is not a race to accomplish. It is a journey to take. We were able to take a step back and think on how we practice self-care and mindfulness. The BPE SI tool, PAYAC SSIP tool are both designed for the school's improvement and the learners. The 7 components of the BPE SI tool covers the holistic development of a child. BPEC has helped our school acknowledge its strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Teachers must attend professional conferences and continue to learn about children and teaching, the central figure of BPE Continuum. We should never cease to challenge our learners to develop their maximum potential, which is possible through BPEC. Finally, to quote Dennis Waitley, the greatest achievements are those that benefit others. Thank you, and to God be all the glory.
Ednas School Alaminos is one of the pioneers of the Rex Bawat Paaralan Edu Kampiyon. As part of it, Rex Bookstore Incorporated invites our school to produce audiovisual documentation of its experience in implementing the Bawat Paaralan Edu Kampiyon continuum. Moreover, completing the profile teams per facet is a challenge. It took us roughly, more or less, a month to complete it together with the form collection. Ednas School Alaminos shares the same vision as BPE, which is to ensure the holistic development of every Filipino learner. To uphold this vision into reality, we went through BPE orientation, whereas different terms and the implementation processes were discussed. We came up with a timetable based on the presentation of Dr. Jerome Buenviaje and Dr. Joel Javinior. The logistics team initiated a meeting regarding the explanation of SATI forms on how to be accomplished and to be answered by the stakeholders. We had a month to fill in the said form. And to address the questions regarding the SATI forms, a breakout session per facet was held.
We use the BPE School Assessment Tool for Improvement to evaluate the practices we've been integrating and identify the areas we need to improve and focus on. Based on the consolidated SATI results, we considered focusing on the lowest component core in Tier 1.
Based on the SATI results, we conceptualized trans-faceted programs. For the supported facet, we conducted a virtual leadership training to educate the students on the importance of being a leader during the pandemic and how to be a great example for the whole community. Healthy Facet aims to look for the best practices that will help the learners to grow physically, mentally, socially, and spiritually healthy. With this, Ednas School Alumnus partakes in the Teen Bulleted program, a program initiated by the Philippine Medical Association. This aims to educate the young about health-related issues through having virtual sessions. Adapted from the SATI, we also collected data to check on the effectiveness of our programs or projects per facet.
We actually needed to plan carefully and make sure that everything needed for the program were all prepared properly. The Teen Bulleted program definitely taught me several ways on how I could take care of myself, which I can later on use in certain situations that may occur in the future.
The BPE Continuum improved the interactions and offered collaborative learning experiences to our stakeholders, putting our contexts in a more practical sense, translating our pre-pandemic practices into online instructions, enhancing sensory experiences, and providing hybrid learning modalities that we didn't offer before. We also have opportunities to pinpoint specific program facets that need more focus and provide an avenue for the right intervention. Equipped with the trans-faceted BPE Continuum, we can now have a shot to a better normal.
BPE determined the areas, practices, projects, and activities that we need to maintain and improve. This program gave us a chance to look back and evaluate on the things we do in order to assess them.
BPE has been an integral part when it comes to cultivating the skills of not only the students but also the teacher. The challenge facet aims to help the students be engaged and be immersed when it comes to learning about having their own initiative and self-direction.
The BPE initiative allowed Ednas School Alumnus to see things in a new light. Because we strive for excellence, we are able to look more deeply at the implications of what we are doing and seek to enhance them to better serve the needs of our Ednasian community. We would like to thank Rex Education for allowing Ednas School Alumnus to participate in this worthwhile experience. Rest assured that we will continue to unlearn and relearn things for the foreseeable future. We proceed to the conferral of medals and certificates to the honor pupils and recipients of Scholastic Student Achievement, Cipriano Torrio Leadership Award, and Rogelio G. Gonzalez Literary Award of the grade school graduating class of Ednas School. At this time of pandemic, the Ednas group of schools has adopted a no-ranking grading system.
For graduating students, honors must attain a grade of not lower than A and with a conduct grade not lower than B+, and must be observed in all quarters. However, the following awards will be given to graduating students only if he or she has a final average of 98 to 100 will be awarded with highest honors, has a final average of 95 to 97.999 will be awarded with high honors, and has a final average of 93 to 94.999 will be awarded with honors.
The Scholastic Prime English program presents the Student Achievement Awards to students who achieved the Star Reader, highest Lexile score, and highest Lexile growth in reading comprehension.
The conferral of medals and certificates to the honored pupils of Class 2022 will be presented by our grade school coordinator, Rosalia Hilda R. Calicdan.
We have the honor to present to you the honored pupils and recipients of the Scholastic Student Achievement Awards of Grade 6 for the school year 2021-2022. With highest honors, Passer Philippine Science High School, Cordillera Administrative Region Campus, President, Sports Stamp Glee Rhapsody Club, Editorial Cartoonist, The Torch, Full Scholar for the school year 2022-2023. Jared Anthony Chia E. Senting, son of Mr. Anthony K. Chia and Miss Evangeline D. Senting. With highest honors, Scholastic Highest Lexile Score Awardee, Chairman, Junior Central Board of Students, JCBS, Editor-in-Chief, The Torch, highly proficient in English and Science, Asian Psychological Service and Assessment, APSA, Full Scholar for the school year 2022-2023. Luke Carlyle Kuya E. Pangan, son of Mr. Ramon R. Kuya and Mrs. Karen Pangan Kuya, an alumna of Ednas School, Dagupan, Batch 1994. With highest honors, Grade 6 Representative, Junior Central Board of Students, JCBS, Reportorial Staffer, The Torch, Full Scholar for the school year 2022-2023. Kelly Tricia Melchor E. Bangawi, daughter of Mr. Ronald S. Melchor and Mrs. Eden Bangawil Melchor. With highest honors, President, Arts Picasso Club, Information Department Head, The Torch, Champion, Scholastic Prime Mathematics Olympiad, Full Scholar for the school year 2022-2023. Donica Muyano E. Dakasin, daughter of Mr. Donny C. Muyano and Miss Irene M. Dakasin. With highest honors, Passer Philippine Science High School, Cordillera Administrative Region Campus, News Editor, The Torch, Vice President, Core Guild Prayer Club, Full Scholar for the school year 2022-2023. Zidrian Oviedo E. Dacuro, daughter of Mr. Hadrian Ulysses B. Oviedo and Mrs. Zina R.V. Dacurong Oviedo. With highest honors, Vice President, Arts Picasso Club, highly proficient in English, Asian Psychological Service and Assessment, APSA, Full Scholar for the school year 2022-2023. Jillian Marie Paraino E. Santos, daughter of Mr. Joven D. Paraino and Mrs. Mary Antoinette Santos Paraino, an alumna of Ednas School, Dagupan, Batch 1989. With high honors, President, Junior Film and Theater Club, Opinion Editor, The Torch, Hannah Zelina Agasita E. Arenas, daughter of Mr. Romel M. Agasita and Mrs. Telma Walime Arenas Agasita. With high honors, Reportorial Staffer, The Torch, President, Core Guild Prayer Club, Vicente Albert VII Bernardo E. Balingit, son of Dr. Vicente Aaron VI L. Bernardo and Dr. Lidwina Balingit Bernardo, an alumna of Edna School, Batch 1988. With high honors, Secretary, Junior Film and Theater Club, Brianna Benito E. Palaylay, daughter of Engineer Ross G. Benito and Mrs. Yvette Palaylay Benito. With high honors, Scholastic Star Reader Awardee, President, Beam Benjamin Franklin Club, Alyssa Julian Kasongsong E. De Vera, daughter of Mr. Edwin F. Kasongsong and Mrs. Ana Lisa de Vera Casangsong. With high honors, Sports Editor, The Torch, Secretary, Corps Guild Prayer Club, Franz Sidney Episcope E. Barberan, son of Mr. Sidney F. Episcope and Mrs. Elma Barberan Episcope. With high honors, Grade 6 Representative, Arts Picasso Club, Isabella Kirsten Anika Fernandez E. Inzon, daughter of Engineer Giovanni D. Fernandez and Dr. Christine Inzon Fernandez, alumni of Ednas School, Batch 1994. With high honors, Grade 6 Representative, STEAM Da Vinci Club, Zik Savian Ganaban E. Torres, son of Mr. Bernard John M. Ganaban and Mrs. Rachel Torres Ganaban, an alumna of Edna School Batch 1999. With high honors, Vice President, Sports Stomp Glee Rhapsody Club, Ashley Gonzalez E. Salindong, daughter of Mr. Fernando S. Gonzalez and Mrs. Sylvia Salindong Gonzalez. With high honors, Sohanpreet Kaur, daughter of Mr. Sarabjit Singh and Mrs. Rajwant Kaur. With high honors, highly proficient in English, Math and Science, Asian Psychological Service and Assessment, APSA, Sabina Alexi Macalanda E. Rosales, daughter of Engineer Melvin M. Macalanda and Miss Maria Rona R. Rosales. With high honors, SciTech Editor, The Torch, Von Lawrence Macanlalay E. Official, son of Mr. Vonnie Jimerick T. Macanlalay and Mrs. Laila Official Macanlalay. With high honors, Vice President, Beam Benjamin Franklin Club, Mark Vincent Montoya E. Lee, son of Mr. Raymond T. Montoya and Miss Vanessa Teresa F. Lee. With high honors, Managing Editor, The Torch, Laureen Angela Molato E. Calianta, daughter of Mr. Angel R. Molato and Mrs. Leticia Calianta Molato. With high honors, Harold Munoz E. Pinero, son of Mr. Hernan C. Munoz and Mrs. Rosemary Pinero Munoz. With high honors, Marcus Paul Precioso E. Guadis, son of Captain Nicolas D. Precioso III and Dr. Maria Corazon Guadis Precioso, an alumna of Edna School, Batch 1991. With high honors, Inigo Manuel Shapno E. Sudario, son of Mr. Chodoro V. Shapno, an alumnus of Edna School, Batch 1994, and Mrs. Marian Sudario Shapno. With honors, Grade 6 Representative, Corps Guild Prayer Club, Justine Xavier Du E. de la Cruz, son of Mr. Ralph Lauren A. Du and Mrs. Maria Juris de la Cruz Du, an alumna of Edna School, Batch 2002. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the honored pupils and recipients of the Scholastic Student Achievement Awards of Grade 6, School Year 2021-2022. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present to you the recipient of the Scholastic Student Achievement Award of the grade school graduating class of Edna School, School Year 2021-2022. Scholastic Highest Lexile Growth Awardee, Yusef Cedric Mainigo E. Estrada, son of Dr. Vivencio G. Mainigo and Dr. Jocelyn Estrada Mainigo. Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of the Scholastic Student Achievement Award of the grade school graduating class of Edna School, School Year 2021-2022. Congratulations! Special awards are given to outstanding pupils who made exemplary performance in the fields of leadership and literary works. These are the Cipriano C. Torrio Senior Leadership Award and Rogelio G. Gonzalez Literary Award. The Cipriano C. Torrio Senior Leadership Award is given to a very special pupil who follows principles rather than opinion. This pupil envisions the future, accepts disappointments, but is never discouraged. This pupil is a leader who is willing to embrace responsibilities for the mistakes and shortcomings of followers. This pupil leads by consent, respect, and admiration of followers. Cipriano C. Torrio Sr. is the late father of our school founder and director, Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez. Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of the Cipriano C. Torrio Sr. Leadership Award is the chairman of the Junior Central Board of Students, Luke Carlisle Kuya E. Pangan, son of Mr. Ramon R. Kuya and Mrs. Karen Pangan Kuya, an alumna of Ednas School Dagupan, batch 1994. The Rogelio G. Gonzalez Literary Award recognizes the human mind to respond with enthusiasm, creative imagination, and desire to succeed. This award is presented to the student writer who personifies leadership through creative and prolific works. The following recipient of this award served as a transversal line in the life of student publications of Ednas School Dagupan, The Torch. Rogelio G. Gonzalez is the late husband of our school director, Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez. Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of the Rogelio G. Gonzalez Literary Award
is the editor-in-chief of The Torch,
Luke Carlisle Kuya E. Pangan, son of Mr. Ramon R. Kuya and Mrs. Karen Pangan Kuya, an alumna of Ednas School, Dagupan, batch 1994. Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of the Cipriano C. Torrio Sr. Leadership Award and Rogelio Gonzalez Literary Award of the grade school graduating class of Ednas School Dagupan, school year 2021-2022. Congratulations!
On behalf of the graduates, let us now listen to Luke Carlisle Kuya E. Pangan with his graduate message.
Do not judge me by my success, judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. A quote by Nelson Mandela. To our school director, Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez, our director of curriculum, supervision, and innovation, Mrs. Maria Edna Soledad Gonzalez Blancaflor, our school principal, Mr. Florante Miranda, our esteemed teachers, parents, guests, and most importantly, my fellow graduates, good morning. The quote I mentioned earlier struck me quite differently. I felt it summarizes my entire journey as a grade school student. It probably is for you too, my friends. We've been through many ups and downs in this roller coaster ride called elementary years. It is like the ups and downs our country, or rather the whole world has faced for the past 2 years with COVID pandemic. But with God's grace and the resiliency of the human race, we are slowly but surely overcoming it. Unity is also another word that best describes what we've all been through. Like what Andrew Carnegie said, teamwork is the ability to work together toward a common vision, the ability to direct individual accomplishments toward organizational objectives. It is the fuel that allows common people to attain uncommon results. Every one of us contributed, however small that is. Let me reminisce about some of the most memorable ups and downs we've been through these past 6 years. Others maybe for the past 9 years, starting from nursery. Who wouldn't forget the sleepless nights we had cramming for quizzes and exams? How about the tears we shed to memorize the answers to our oral exams? Remember the group PBL we had to revise countless times just to make it perfect? The grueling practices during Foundation Day just to have the perfect performance. And of course, who wouldn't forget the struggles we had to go through during the start of online classes? The hit and miss of Google Meets and Google Classrooms, the challenges of answering exams and oral presentations online. For the record, I strongly believe that the ups overshadowed all the downs we experienced. Recall how we got perfect scores on our quizzes and exams. What a rush, because we thought we got one mistake, and a single mistake would have broken us. This may sound funny, but when I'm reminded of the 2 to 3 page oral exams we had to memorize, I am awestruck by the mental power we guys have to memorize all those concepts and recite them in front of our teachers, like we were masters of memorization. The PBL was always the make or break for all of us. But our creative minds prevailed, and as expected, we presented superb outputs. Amidst the chaos of preparation, we all came up with noteworthy performances. I know deep down in the hearts of our teachers they're mighty proud of us. Come to think of it, all our hard work paid off. So let me offer you, dear batchmates, my heartfelt congratulations. We made it. Whew, what a journey it has been. And as we leave the portal of our elementary years, let us salute some of the guys and gals who made our journey fun, inspiring, and memorable. First up, big thanks to my bro Timmy, my best friend since grade 3. My close friends who have also been sources of laughter and inspiration, Jared, Annika, Cedric, and Don. Our performances always bring out the best in us. Who could forget the amazing and angelic voices of Kelly and Vaughn? Remember when our whole class was awed by the amazing works of Jillian, Sabina, Jamil, and Jessica? Who wouldn't be starstruck by the dancing prowess of Donica? Wow, this batch is really overflowing with talent. Hats off also to our amazing, hardworking, albeit strict mentors or teachers. They have been painstakingly guiding us and molding us throughout our school years. Thank you, Mr. Bravo, for the guidance you have unselfishly given, especially your advisory class, grade 6 Ivory. You have been an inspiration for me to do well, supporting me in my endeavors. How can I forget my strict but funny teacher, Mrs. Pegador, who trained me to be a good MC during graduations, as well as my coach during my declamation stint. And of course we won. Miss Bedoy, who has taught us the intricacies of math. Mr. Tameldan, who ingrained in us numerous scientific terminologies. Mrs. Kayabyab and her life hacks in the kitchen and life in general. Miss Frianeza, Ruby's advisor, who encouraged me to try my best to speak Filipino and for patiently explaining Filipino terms that are beyond my comprehension. And Mr. Cruz, our computer whiz, who taught me the basics of coding during the robotics competition in Tagaytay. I would also like to give my heartfelt gratitude to my loving teachers in the preschool, most especially to Mrs. Gloria de Guzman and Mrs. Mirna Rule, who taught me fun and learning. I also cannot forget, I'm sure most of you won't either, our motherly teacher, Mrs. Susana Calicdan, the funniest teacher I've ever had. My sincerest appreciation goes out to our beloved alma mater, Ednas School, for molding us intellectually, physically, emotionally, socially, and spiritually. This school has brought out the best in all of us, but all these would not be possible without the pillars who have made this school a force to reckon with. Our heartfelt gratitude to our beloved Dr. Edna Gonzalez, our Director of Curriculum, Supervision, and Innovation, Ms. Blancaflor, and our school principal, Mr. Miranda. Let me also take this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to thank my family. My Kuya Nathan and my sister Sam, who drive me crazy sometimes. My grandparents, Mamita, Ate V, Mami Margie, Mami Alice, and Dadlong, who are my cheering squad. And to my dad and mom, who are always there to give me full support in everything I do. They have been with me in my shining moments, and most importantly, in my not-so-shining moments. Dad and Mom, you are my rock. Lastly, thank you, dear God, for the gift of life, courage, and wisdom you bestowed upon us. Without you, we are just logs adrift in the ocean without direction. Now that I think back on everything that happened in my elementary years, it seems funny, poignant, a bit sad maybe. But when I think about what's the next chapter of my school life would be, I feel kind of excited, eager, enthusiastic even. I hope you guys feel the same way. I know there will be another round of ups and downs in our junior high school years, But bear in mind, it's not how many times you fail and stumble, it's how many times you get up and bounce back that truly matters. With our grit, courage, and resilience, we will hurdle and overcome these challenges. Happy moments, praise God. Difficult moments, seek God. Quiet moments, worship God. But every moment, thank God. We thank you, God, for making it all possible for us, because we knew where we came from. Once again, congratulations, my dear batchmates, and I hope to see you face to face next school year. Mabuhay Edna School Grade School Department, Batch 2022. God bless us all.
The first in loyalty medals are awarded to the graduates who studied at Edna School straight from nursery or kinder in preschool up to grade 6.
We have the honor to present to you the first in loyalty awardees for grade 6 Ivory school year 2021-2022. Vicente Albert II Bernardo E. Balingit, son of Dr. Vicente Aaron VI L. Bernardo and Dr. Lidwina Balingit Bernardo, an alumna of Edna School Dagupan, Batch 1988. Luke Carlisle Kuya E. Pangan, son of Mr. Ramon R. Kuya and Mrs. Karen Pangan Kuya, an alumna of Edna School Dagupan, Batch 1994. Franz Sidney Episcope E. Barbiran, son of Mr. Sidney F. Episcope and Mrs. Elma Barbiran Episcope. Harold Munoz E. Pinero, son of Mr. Hernan C. Munoz and Mrs. Rosemary Pinero Munoz. Nathan Kian Paul Perez E. Corameng, son of Mr. Paul Jason D.C. Perez and Mrs. Lilibeth Corameng Perez. Karamvir Suhal E. Singh, son of Mr. Balwinder Ram and Mrs. Rajwinder Kaur. Jared Troy Tambawan E. Valencia, son of Honorable Gerald Glenn L. Tambawan, an alumnus of Edna School Dagupan, Batch 1994, and ABC President Edwina Valencia Tambawan. Kirsten Carly Illyria E. Guevara, daughter of Mr. Peter Marley M. Illyria and Miss Chriselle M. Guevara. Zidrian Oviedo E. Dacuro, daughter of Mr. Hadrian Ulysses B. Oviedo and Mrs. Zina R.V. Dacurong Oviedo. Jillian Marie Paraino E. Santos, daughter of Mr. Joven D. Paraino and Mrs. Mary Antoinette Santos Paraino, an alumna of Edna School Dagupan, Batch 1989. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the first in loyalty awardees of Grade 6 Ivory school year 2021-2022. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present to you the first in loyalty awardees of 6 B school year 2021-2022. Jared Anthony Chia E. Centine, son of Mr. Anthony K. Chia and Miss Evangeline D. Centine. Justin Xavier Du E. de la Cruz, son of Mr. Ralph Lauren A. Du and Mrs. Maria Jariz de la Cruz Du, an alumna of Edna School, Batch 2002. Yusef Cedric Mainigo E. Estrada, son of Dr. Vivencio G. Mainigo and Dr. Jocelyn Estrada Mainigo. Marcus Paul Precioso E. Guadiz, son of Captain Nicolas D. Precioso III, and Dr. Maria Corazon Guadis Precioso, an alumna of Ednas School, batch 1991. Hannah Zelena Agasita E. Arenas, daughter of Mr. Romel M. Agasita and Mrs. Maria Telma Wally May Arenas Agasita. Liana Rose Agra E. Riot, daughter of Police Major Leo L. Sillamas and Police Senior Master Sergeant Janeline R. Agra. Avery Daniela Arzadon E. Sabido, daughter of Mr. Adrian A. Arzadon, an alumnus of Edna School, batch 2000, and Mrs. Dayan Sabido Arzadon. Eliza Julian Kasongsong E. De Vera, daughter of Mr. Edwin F. Kasongsong and Mrs. Annalisa De Vera Kasongsong. Sanjita Duwal, daughter of Mr. Lakvir Singh and Mrs. Kulwinder Kaur. Donica Moyano E. Dakasin, daughter of Mr. Donnie C. Moyano
and Miss Irene M. Dakasin.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the first in loyalty awardees of 6th B school year 2021-2022. Congratulations!
The second in loyalty medals are awarded to the graduates who studied at Edna School straight from prep to grade 6.
We have the honor to present to you the second in loyalty awardees of grade 6 Ivory school year 2021-2022. Jessica Santos E. Narag, daughter of Mr. Jovito E. Santos and Mrs. Elvira Narag Santos. Ladies and gentlemen, the second in loyalty awardees of grade 6 Ivory school year 2021-2022. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present to you the second in loyalty awardees of 6th B school year 2021-2022. Joffrey Aidan Abanil E. Rosario, son of Mr. Adelio A. Abanil and Mrs. Mary Jasmine Rosario Abanil. Jomer Velasco E. Ulanday, son of Mr. Elmer C. Velasco and Mrs. Josephine Ulanday Velasco. Brianna Benito E. Palaylay, daughter of Engineer Ross G. Benito and Mrs. Yvette Palaylay Benito. Sabina Alexi Macalanda E. Rosales, daughter of Engineer Melvin M. Macalanda and Miss Maria Rona R. Rosales. Jeff Alexis Mendoza E. Agbuya, daughter of Mr. Jeffrey R. Mendoza and Mrs. Leafine Agbuya Mendoza. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the second in loyalty awardees of 6th B school year 2021-2022. Congratulations! Jillian Marie Paraino E. Santos will lead the graduates in their pledge of loyalty.
Please raise your right hand and follow after me. I, Jillian Marie Paraino E. Santos, hereby solemnly pledge to treasure my diploma as a trust for my beloved alma mater, Edna School. I will honor it as an obligation for fruitful service, exalt it with a righteous life, and glorify it by unfaltering devotion to serve God, my country, and my fellow men.
Edna School Dagupan, San Carlos, and Alaminos reaffirm their commitment to deliver quality education to our children as we prepare for more improved and inspiring days ahead towards August, the beginning of the new school year. Enrollment is ongoing as we are offering two options for school year 2022-2023. 2023. Enrollment on campus and online. For school year 2022-2023, there will be no entrance examinations for new pupils and students. Inquiries regarding essential requirements for admissions can be addressed to Mrs. Janet Soriano, Head of Admissions and Guidance at 075-522-2440 or 0917-478-6912. Regular enrollment begins on Monday, June 6, 2022 onwards. Classes in all levels will start on Monday, August 15, 2022. Parents' orientation and training will be on staggered schedule. For preschool, grades 1, 2, 3, and 4 parents, it will be on the 10th of August, 2022. For grades 5, 6, 7, and 8 parents, it will be on the 11th of August, 2022. For grades 9, 10, 11, and 12 parents, it will be on the 12th of August, 2022.
Considering the guidelines set by the government during this COVID-19 pandemic, Ednas group of schools will adopt limited face-to-face classes with hybrid high-flex learning modality and to implement enhanced Ednas Reach plus Greet program. Remote Ednas education in a collaborative home. This remote program is powered by the force of grit, growth mindset, resilience, innovation, and technology. School year 2022-2023 will be another challenging yet exciting year for all of us. We believe that the thoughtful expansion of the use of flexible learning modalities traditionally and through technology may lay the foundations for a brighter, more relevant, and robust Ednas school experience in the years ahead. If we all do our part, support each other, and collaborate, we can facilitate a continuous learning path for our most cherished children during this global pandemic.
The graduates of 2022 would like to express the warmth of their love and heartfelt thanks to their beloved alma mater with a special video of their graduation songs, the Edna School Hymn, original music and lyrics by Patrick Joyce, and new arrangement by Pong Mendoza, which is interpreted by the grade 12 graduating class through a video presentation.
This will be followed by the song of American singer Katy Perry, entitled Electric, covered by Rise Up Children's Choir as they sing Katy Perry's empowering anthem Electric, which was written and recorded for the Pokemon Company's musical celebration of its 25th anniversary. This electro-pop ballad written by Perry, John Bellion, Lucas Marks, Oliver Petterhoff, Rachel Canner, Al Calderon, Bruce Weiner, and Jordan Johnson and Stephen Johnson talks about the joy that comes after achieving life goals with their family and friends' help. It is both inspirational and motivating. Moreover, it is encouraging an unfulfilled and disheartened person to make a bold journey into the unknown.
This full of excitement and electrifying music of Katy Perry continues to spread positivity, hope, and happiness despite the challenges and drawbacks around us. But if one does believe it and presses forward accordingly, then they may realize an electric life. Edna School has prepared you graduates for such a time as this. As you go on your separate ways and continue your lives, take courage and be strong. Remember the memories that made your batch united and the lessons you learned despite the distance. Most importantly is the persistence, perseverance, and resilience which must be practiced and applied all throughout. It can be gleaned that putting all this together entails the only ingredient necessary for one's life to be electrified. Yes, just like the song goes, they'll try to bring you down. But you've got the power now. Let us join our graduates and be electrified as they sing, dance, and interpret their graduation song, Electric.
dark when you feel lost. Wanna be the best, but at what cost? If you're gonna stay here, nothing's ever changing. No, big world, gotta see it all. You gotta get up even when you fall. There's no point in waiting. No, they'll try to bring you down, but you've got the power now. I know you feel it. If you believe it, then you can. There's no reason that this life can't be electric. Oh, I can see it, see it. If you believe it, then you can. There's no reason that this life can't be electric. Oh, yeah.
Long road, got a ways to go. Take a big step, but you're not alone. 'Cause we got each other. There's so much you'll discover. Headstrong, but your heart is stronger. Stay calm, walking through the fire. I know you're gonna make it out. They'll try to bring you down, but Long road, got a ways to go. Take a big step, but you're not alone. Cause we got each other. There's so much you'll discover. Headstrong, but your heart is stronger. Stay calm, walking through the fire. I know you're gonna make it out. They'll try to bring you down, but you've got the power now. I know you feel it. If you believe it, then you can. There's no reason that this life can't be electric. Oh, I can see it, see it. If you believe it, then you can. There's no reason that this life can't be electric. They'll try to bring you down, electric right now. But you've got the power now. You've got the power now. Electric. You've got the power now. Whoa, yeah.
To the class of 2021, the COVID-19 pandemic we had undergone is unprecedented in our lifetime and requires an unprecedented response. The reason why we cannot physically walk across this stage for a graduation ceremony at this moment. But once we have finally turned the page on this pandemic, there must be a time to look back to fully understand the lessons learned that will all be essential to effectively address similar challenges as they may arise in the future. But now is not that time. Now is the time for unity, for all of us, regardless of color, race, gender, or beliefs, to work together in solidarity to make our country, our world, a beautiful place to live in. Remember, graduates, with the knowledge and morals you acquired for 6 long years or so at Ednas School, look forward to new sets of learnings, trials, and goals towards your next destination. We now leave each graduate with this fun quote from Neil Donald Walsh: "The struggle ends when the gratitude begins." No matter how hard life may be, keep in mind that there's always something to be grateful for. Remember, Edna School loves you always. You are Ednasians for life.
We also would like to extend our congratulations to all our parents who devotedly played their part as understanding fathers and mothers to their children, for taking responsibility of their material and emotional needs, for giving their undying moral support, and most of all, for providing spiritual guidance towards the realization of their children's dreams. From the Edna School family, please accept our heartfelt gratitude for the best gift you could ever have given your children, a wonderful and excellent education. Be safe and let us always be the living expression of God's kindness.